Oh, hello. Gift box. Oh, that's right. I enabled 2FA, so I get the boogie down emotes. I get 50 armory slots, 10 backpack slots, and a legendary troll stash llama. One would question why I didn't do this earlier, because, I don't know, got a troll stash llama that I'll certainly save for someday. That's, oh, 3 legendary survivors. That's an easy buy. I need better survivors, and I need higher rarity, and I need to actually be able to level things up. Now, let's see how that actually affected my survivor squads. Oh, hell yeah, they are all on the squads now. And nothing that I had leveled up is off the survivor squads. So it would be really nice to be able to actually level these up. But the problem is I have 7,875 survivor XP. So basically, I cannot level that up. Even if I wanted to, I don't have enough. That's going to give me 1,000 more survivor XP, but not enough, I don't think. Research we seem to have plenty of now, because as usual, it's been a little while. So now everything's 44, 9,000 survivor XP. That's not the most ideal. But I mean, it's what I have, so we'd have to work with that. I'd get 15,000 from those. Man, this is normally what I do at the end of a recording, but now, like, I'm doing it right now. Okay, now we're just barely above 31 at 32 point, probably 32.001. Anyways, that's enough of that. Plankerton Storm Shield Defense 5. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Typical constructor loadout once again, and I think this is gonna have the same problem I have all the time with the storm shields, where I don't tend to actually think because I'm not looking up like maps for where they're spawning, and then I forget to build over something because I didn't realize that spawns are the way they are, and I'm not willing to change my ways. Every time it's like it's been a while, and then it's just everything's a mess here. I'm not even aware of how I'm gonna fix all this stuff up because I have to. No, wait, I don't have to place another amplifier. I just have to defend. Jesus Christ, why do I build the way that I do? Man, the most difficult part of this is the fact that I don't remember what I needed to improve from last time. Because I was not taking notes from last time at all. I know it's somewhere around here that I do need to improve on. I just don't remember what it was that I need to improve on. The one probably closing off amplifier because I don't know when or if flingers are supposed to start showing up eventually. I don't have the ability to cover much of that space still. Whoops. Which leaves me still trying to have to fight off enemies from here. It's not a big deal, but it's something that I do still have to kind of work on. I don't know what I'm after, actually. Now, I also can't even guarantee if enemies are going to come from this direction. The only thing I can guarantee is that something is going to go wrong because I didn't think ahead. But I don't know what that's going to be yet. And as much as I want to look around and try to actually rebuild and improve things, I don't really want to at the same time. I mean, perhaps I should also be like leveling up some of the structures so they're not going to break as quickly. But at the same time, I also feel like I shouldn't do that because I'm gonna end up breaking stuff like on my own anyways, not long from now. I need to get up somewhere high to look at something. So we don't need to place a new amplifier, and what that means is we can pretty much just continue with exactly how we have things. You know, I don't even fully remember building that over there. Or over there. I don't remember building C at all. Something I do remember, though, is a little bit of trouble up this way, but I think that's because I didn't have a tunnel built. And then I had trouble with enemies spawning somewhere around here. Like, I swear they were spawning, like, here and coming this way. And I don't remember if that is actually the case. I should probably push this back, actually, because I don't know how close their spawns are, and I kind of remember them being a little closer than this. So in reality, we would be more like that. Place that sound wall. Then these wall darts go in like that. There we can actually open just for fun, but I don't think that's actually going to do anything. And it probably would have been more logical to place it right there. I'm not trying to build it in a way where I won't have to actually fight enemies. But I'm more or less just trying to build to actually have a defense where I'm not the only thing shooting at enemies. Mostly due to the fact that I don't know what else I'm supposed to be doing at this point. I think I will get started on the Storm Shield now, unless I can find anything else that needs to be done. Actually, if I swap these for electric fields, that's still probably way better. I have no idea where enemies can attack from. I don't know which directions they're going to come from. I don't know if anything changes between... Like, I don't know if any spawns change that I don't have accounted for. I genuinely have no idea. And that's because I'm not actually looking for... I'm not taking my time and actually looking for, like, the enemy spawn maps or anything, which people have made. There's so many great resources to learn everything in this game. I'm just choosing to be lazy. Because I think it's funnier when something goes wrong. It actually makes for more entertaining gameplay for me. So I don't really care for perfection because of that. A lot of shielded enemies, it looks like, and they're all husky husks, of course. But it looks like traps are dealing with them, no problem. So far, at least. And these enemies are power 34, so not different than what I'm seeing in missions. Actually, no need to use a grenade launcher yet. I'll save that for when I'm actually in, like, trouble. You know, I actually have to say, I really like this tunnel design, and I don't know why there's no trap on this back of this wall. That would be a perfect spot to put, like, a wall dart that will crossfire with this one. It's one of those things where I don't do it, and then I notice it, like, way later. I know I built this tunnel forever ago. You get your ass out of here. I know I said I was going to save the grenade launcher for an emergency, but there was just a lot of shielded things. Not bad, but wave 1 always goes smoothly no matter what, I think. A little difficult to mess up wave 1 of anything, I think. That's not a true fact. I'm just saying that. Oh, a smasher. Well, I mean, here, come on in. Come on in. You have 8 seconds. Go nuts. You have 4 seconds. Go nuts. 3, 2, 1. And congratulations, you broke a wooden wall. Where are they coming from next? South. I should probably say as a disclaimer, like, do not, please, please, please do not try to copy the Storm Shield build. Like, this is not a good build. This is just what I'm throwing together, like, the cheapest way possible. It's not a good build, and it's not something I would recommend that you copy. You can actually find other people doing way better, like, Storm Shield builds, way better endurance builds, everything. So it's like, please, please do not try to copy what I have. What I have is not good. What I have is not good. It's inferior to anything you will find on YouTube, and basically, this is not a guide, right? This is just me doing Storm Shield Defense on this account. It's not a guide. It's not a tutorial on how to build for it and what to do, because let's be honest, I don't know what I'm doing either. Enemies spawn way further away than what I've actually built for. That's because there's a hill there. Normally, at least what I have for my main account is like traps that cover their spawn. I'm not doing that here because it's expensive, and I don't have and I don't even think I have the materials to do that, even if I wanted to do that. This tunnel is fine. Once again, another missing trap. There should be something on that wall. I think it's the fact that I'm actually just forgetting to build things. With this tunnel, we'll do just fine. Because while I think some of these are at least like okay tunnels, they're not worth copying, or they're not worth trying to replicate. You can do way better if you just look at anybody else's builds. I'm building cheap intentionally. That is really funny. He's like in the ramp. Hey. Why are you attacking that wall? What does that do for you? In reality, it's because I'm standing up here. Normally you do not want to be standing in, on, or at your tunnels. So I will go way back here, and then, see, I can't even see them from here, so it's not as fun. Maybe I can find myself an angle where I can watch them safer. Here's okay. I could build out, but I don't want to waste material. Something to remember, as always, with storm shields and whatnot is, so once you start the defense, like I already have, anything you build, any structures, any traps you place, anything you upgrade, it does not save and it does not carry over. So I would usually say, like, you know, save that for an emergency situation, because you will lose whatever trap you place, whatever material you spend in building and upgrading. So, like, use it if you need to, but if you don't need to, you probably shouldn't have to. And I'm really just using some, like, my basic knowledge of traps and, like, how to use them, and my basic knowledge of building trap tunnels to, like, this entire time to actually set stuff up. It's nothing fancy, really, but it doesn't have to be either. So far, we have 40 seconds left on the second wave, and it seems to be working fine. Enemies are dying pretty early in the tunnel, or they're getting stalled or even dying to the drop traps. But that's exactly why I put them there. When you have drop traps like these in front of a tunnel, you can keep enemies away for longer, or you can potentially kill them. Like, I think mine are actually killing enemies, but if it's not killing them, it'll also keep them away and give your other traps more time to reload. Super useful when you don't have a lot of reload speed, or super useful in storm shields and endurance, especially where you want your traps to last longer. So that's why a lot of endurance builds, people will cover enemy spawns with drop traps or sealing electric fields. It's just a really effective way to manage enemies without actually having to, like, let them all come into the tunnel, because a lot of these enemies died, like, within, like, this space before even touching the tunnel. I mean, most of that sound wall was used, and same with the wall launcher as well, but The thing is, what you'll notice though is if I go even just over here, these are very lightly used, and even at the end here, these last tiles have not even been touched. I hope I didn't build this tunnel for nothing, but I'll keep it until I actually get around to fully redoing everything in Plankerton. I should revisit Stonewood as well sometime. Just like see what my storm shield actually looks like. I'll save that for like way later though, because I don't remember if I've already torn that down or not. If I have, it might have been in a previous episode. Now I think I'm gonna have to keep my eyes out for lobbers and other projectile or assassin husks like these guys. Because these lobbers look like they're trying to go over here and trying to throw at an angle where they're open from traps, which is something that I probably, under a normal circumstance, I should have tried to account for. Didn't think so. I don't know why that lobber went up the tree. That was weird. How? Oh, so you're trying to destroy the tunnel. Okay, I need that dealt with. That was only 3? That looked like 6. And I still have skulls coming. So basically, the optimizations that I made have already been destroyed. See, this is the fun part about building cheap, though. Like, lazy and cheap, is then you run into an actual emergency, and then you actually have to, like, panic. And then it makes the gameplay feel a bit more fun for me. But that's also just because I am an idiot, and I like being an idiot. And I like doing things the stupid way, the hard way, the funny way. Because it's been way too long since I've actually taken this game seriously. And in a way, I think playing on this new account where I'm intentionally like trying to make it a challenge has actually helped me. Another thing that I think would help is if I place my base so that my structures would have actually gained some amount of reinforcement. But notice that I haven't done that so far, and I came in with base Kyle for like that exact reason of like it's a defense mission. Why? I am getting soft lock trying to get into my trap menu, and so I don't even think I can place my base. I don't know what's going on. Like, I am so confused. It's actually not letting me select the base. Okay, well I can do it like that. Right? That works. That works. Okay. That was so weird. I'm so confused. But I was able to place my base anyways, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So I was completely right that I would have to watch for lobbers. They do appear to be doing a lot to me. And that's something that's going to happen. You can counter this using anti-airs or building lobber shields to cover things. Notice that I'm not doing either because I can't afford that, and because I'm cheap, I'm lazy, and I like the thrill of things not working out properly. Move my base closer because I needed to cover these tiles. Wooden pyramids are just to reinforce them a little bit from damage. So damage will actually absorb from the wooden pyramids before the actual metal floors. I don't know why they target this wall. It's actually a little annoying. And I'm thinking you can probably counter that if you actually build correctly. I don't know. Building in terrain has just given us so many more options to try, like, really creative pathing. And it's something that I think was a really good change, even though that happened, like, forever ago, and I never really talked about it. So basically, this wave has just been a lot of gunslingers and a lot of lobbers. Noted. But you see, I like how quick that turn was from, like, you know, everything was going smoothly with the first 2 waves, and then here we're getting lobber spammed and gunslinger spammed, which is actually making it a bit more of a challenge. And although, yes, it is in fact quite annoying, because not a single one of these enemies will come into the tunnel, it is actually a little bit more satisfying. and a little bit more entertaining because I like this game as a strategy game, to be completely honest with you. Like, I like when something unconventional happens. I'm surprised that was 3 waves. Why was Storm Shield 5 3 waves when 4 was 4 waves? Or was Storm Shield 4 not 4 waves? Because that was unnecessarily easy for a Storm Shield. I don't know. I didn't even need the tunnel that I built, and I feel like things would have gone fine without my optimizations. Now, like I said, I could have easily built way better, and I also could have easily, like, kind of rebuilt the tunnels and actually tried to build things properly, but as I said multiple times, I'm thinking it's just so much more fun not to right now. And obviously, it's something I'm gonna have to do in the future, like going into Canny Valley, which we're not all that far away from. But right now, it's like I'm having fun just kind of building weird and building cheap, and then seeing what I can get away with. Because so far, the weird ways that I play this game and build these stupid, cheap, weird tunnels, it's the fun part of this game for me. And the fact that it's all been working is entertaining.
Okay, let's check the updated simulation. How did the casualty rate go up? I don't like this thing's attitude. Let's show that simulation where it can cram its statistical models. Operation Liberate Plank Harbor begins on your word, Commander. This is it. Operation Liberate Plank Harbor, ready check.
Ready? Ready? I am seeing.
Oops.
We're standing by. We're live.
All right, Commander, lead the way.
Alright, I also unlocked Prop Plane Slot 2 for Expeditions. Storm Shield 3 of 5. Defender 3 of 5, I should say. Gadgeteers and Assault and Close Assault Squad Slot 3. That was questionably easy for Storm Shield Defense 5, because I went into this thinking like it was going to be a bit more disastrous, kind of like, well, not disastrous, but like Storm Shield Defense 4, I was like, and a lot of other previous Storm Shields, I was missing structures. I was completely not prepared for enemies coming from certain directions, and that just didn't happen this time, and I'm not sure why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 until the rocket launch mission and starting Candy Valley. Still a little bit of a ways to go, but not that far.